We'll do it. Oh. There's squash in the oven downstairs. Can you just go check on it? About an hour ago. I can smell it. That's why. Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah, when I got back. What happens in an hour? Hello. Hey, I see one person watching. Hi there. Kind of running behind because my day job that I work pays my bills. Hey, Adam, how's it going? So it's kind of been a hectic morning, but a good morning. So no complaints here. We actually ran some personal errands. Hey, Michael. 529 plan. Exciting. We have 4 people watching. Very exciting. Okay. Hey, guys. So the 429 plan, Michael, that is a good question. I actually don't know that much about it, but I would love to find out more. So 6 people. Very exciting. Okay, let's take a look. I'll try to remember to speak into the mic so we get really clear audio. Hey guys, happy Tuesday. 529 plan, New York. Michael, are you in New York? College savings program. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is for kids. Is this for kids? Secure Act, December 2019. Very exciting. Yes, Adam, got to do some work sometime. Yes, ideally, I should do some work sometime. Setting every community up for retirement enhancement. Oh, very exciting. All right, the Secure Act. Minneapolis. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so I'm looking at the Secure Act from Fidelity. Yeah, key takeaways of Secure Act. They were just the first results to come up. Good job, Fidelity. Repeals the minimum age for traditional IRA contributions. I didn't know there was a minimum age for traditional IRA contributions. Increases the minimum required distribution accounts up to 72 from 70 and a half. Allows long-term part-time workers to participate in 401k plans. Good. Offers more options for lifetime income strategies. Good. Permits parents to withdraw to $5,000 penalty-free within a year of birth or adoption. Cool. For qualified expenses. Allows parents to withdraw up to 10K from 529 plans to repay student loans. Their own student loans or their kids' student loans? That's what I would ask. That's what I would wonder. Okay, so very cool. Okay, so that's a Secure Act from December of 2019. Gosh, I'm feeling rough today, but excited to be on the live stream and the topic that I had kind of put out. You can pay 10K lifetime 529. Oh, mine. Your student loans. Exciting. Very cool. That's a great tactic. So good to hear. I already asked the IRS. Good. Hats off to you, sir, for getting in touch with the IRS because they are notoriously difficult to get a hold of. But I hear that they are actually very pleasant when you deal with them in person. I also have a friend who has spoken to them and said that they are lovely to deal with in person. So I hope you had a good experience dealing with them in person. So good for you. So you're repaying your student loans through 529, which is very cool. So Michael, do you have kids? Is that where the 529 came in? Because I know that's a kid's college savings plan. Or did your parents give you a 529? That would have been even better. So I'd love to know that. So yeah, looking for ways to ways to increase retirement spending and pay off student loans, maybe. But that's that was a topic of this. And it's also turning into a get ready with me. So sorry, guys. Yes. So as far as student loans go, it's an interesting question. And that you're able to do this use your 529 contribution to pay off your own student loans is big and great. And I think penalty free, right? Not being taxed at the exorbitant rate that you are if you withdraw early. So that's huge and great. So as far as the topic of paying off your student loans versus saving for cash. So in yesterday's live stream, and I'll pop a link to that in the comments. Actually, yeah, let me do that now. There was the topic of paying off your student loans yielding results. So there was a lovely participant on yesterday who said that he got tremendous dividend, or he got tremendous return from paying off his student loans. And I was like, but paying off your student loans doesn't yield any returns, whereas investing in the market does. So he left a comment on the stream to clarify and say that what he meant was emotionally it yielded huge returns, that he didn't have that hanging over him anymore, which great, good for you. And he's also invested in other vehicles since and is on track to be financially independent in, I think he said like soon, 5-10 years, maybe less than that. So that clarification was helpful for me because I'm like, okay, well, if emotionally you get sort of a charge from not having any loans, right? Yes, Jesus, yes, you saw that comment. Cool. Then great. That's amazing. He said he lived like a monk once he graduated, which super, and was able to pay them off, and then now can invest just kind of without worrying about any other payments, which is amazing. Hats off. Okay, so Michael's saying he opened in December 19 to take advantage of interest, but just got up to 10K lifetime. Cool. And again, Michael, is that for you or for your children, or for your children on the 529? Do you have kids? Do you need kids to open a 529? That would be cool if you didn't need kids to open a 529. Courtside Financial, hello. Paying off debt is also investing if you think about the interest, but it's not. So for me, and this is why I'm using my situation only for me and kind of explaining why I'm doing what I'm doing, and subject to change as I come into new information as things change. So for me, my loans are at like a 1% interest. I graduated at a time when interest was at an all-time low, and then now they're locked in at like 1% interest. So if my loans are only accruing a 1% interest, and or not even now, I think with the freeze there was no interest charged, and I can get 7 to 8% minimum with the market, 22.2% year-to-date return so far, 1% versus 22.2. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to pay off loans right now for me. Michael A., for me, I have 5 kids. This one I'm the beneficiary. Cool. All right, Michael, awesome. Yeah, so Courtside Financial, that's just my own situation. Not everyone has that low of an interest rate. So here's my thing, and I subject to new information, as I come into, as my situation changes, I might change my strategy. At the moment, I have no motivation to pay off my student loans. I'll have to start making payments again in February. Sure, I will do that gladly at the minimum. The thing is, with the student loans, say I got super intense and paid off 12K in student loans, had no student loans, and then God forbid an emergency happened. I don't like if, my house blew up and insurance didn't cover it. What would I do? I would be up a creek. So for me, the thought of paying off my loans to have nothing, to ultimately get back to zero on student loans. And granted, my net worth is now positive, which is great. So paying off my student loans would increase my net worth, but it wouldn't leverage me that cash ability. So I wouldn't have that cash. So for me, it just doesn't make sense to pay off my student loans versus acquiring cash or stockpiling cash. Now, eventually, as my emergency fund grows, which is probably my number one goal for this year, is to beef up my emergency fund to get through. I just want to get through this year with no additional debt accrued. So that's my number one goal. But beefing up my emergency fund is my number 2 goal. So once that happens, and I have a significant emergency fund, then I would feel better about gradually throwing more at the student loans. But right now, I just have no desire, like, or a medical expense. Like, say a medical expense came up, God forbid, because we live in the U.S. and we have our healthcare system is wonk. Yes, it all depends on where you will get the best ROI, right? And for me, that ROI is not only monetary, but emotional. And I would feel better having 12K in the bank versus having 12K paid off versus no student loans and having nothing in the bank, just personally. So, CureFan SC, interesting username, CureFan SC. What do you think about paying off debt in order to free up cash every month from not having those monthly payments? Sure. It depends on your situation. For me, my monthly payments are not that high, so I would rather have the cash stockpile. That's pretty much my answer for everything is I would rather have a stockpile of cash at this point than to be debt free because for me, my interest rates are so low. But if you are in a different situation, you find yourself drowning in your monthly payments, and for sure, pay off debt. But again, I've heard too many stories of people who have paid off debt only to hit catastrophic circumstances. Paid off debt at Dave Ramsey's baby step advice, and then hit catastrophic circumstances and not had any savings and been screwed and had to go back into debt, which is just the biggest sort of demotivating, demoralizing situation. Courtside Financial. For me, when I came out of college, I invested everything into growth stocks when I started working rather than paying it off. 2020, my portfolio became 5 times my student loans. See, that is amazing, Courtside Financial. That is flipping incredible and great job for you. That's amazing. Jesus, did you know that the principal on loans and federal taxes are just deletion of money? Interesting facts. Probably. Yes. Yes. Ooh, that's another thing. Tax season is just around the corner. Courtside Financial, feel free to like plug your stuff in here if you want to. I know you have, I think, are you a financial advisor? Feel free to drop some links. Let people know. But yeah, so that's just again my own personal situation. Michael, Lee, potential tax benefit on contributions into 529 plan, but beware of clawback if state does not agree on repaying student loans. Law changes are not in sync. Yeah, that would be just a delightful, terrible situation. So yes, beware. Your situation may vary. Check your state. Michael, you're in Minnesota, right? Did you say? Let me check. Minneapolis. Yes, Minnesota. So I'm in New Jersey, hoping to soon be in Delaware. So that's where I am. Courtside Financial. It's okay. Okay. I used to make YouTube videos too, but stopped. Always been a fan though. Yes, I've seen your YouTube videos, Courtside Financial. I wish you would make more. And thank you. I am a fan of yours too. So, okay, what we have. Oh, yay, 12 people watching. If you guys could please do me a favor and hit that like button, I really appreciate it. It's a huge help to my channel. And it's free. Click that like button. Okay, so that's where I am on paying off student loans. Where am I in my financial plan? So interesting. This is my spending plan for December, and I'm about to do an update, a mid-month update, because payday is tomorrow. And ultimately, my goal is to not notice payday. That is my goal, is to not notice payday, because you don't need to notice payday because you got money coming in all the time and you have enough to cover your expenses several months over, several years over. That's my goal. Yes, but tomorrow is payday, and I'm gonna do a quick check-in before I spend any money. Michael, yes, credit and deduction in Minnesota on 529 contributions, just a small piece of student loan repayment puzzle for those with larger balances. Yes, interesting, Michael. If you feel comfortable sharing, what is your balance? Is it large, and what's your interest rate? Is that significant too? If you feel comfortable sharing, that might be helpful for people who may be in a similar situation. So, yes, that's the deal on where I am with my bills and my budget plan. This December has actually been really positive for me in spending, just because I decided to take my expenses in hand and really, get serious with myself. Now it's, oh, that's amazing. Yes, 9742 at 2.26% interest. Yes, that's about what I have. A little bit less than what I have. So I don't have a 529, but I don't have kids for a 529. I think you do need kids to open a 529. But that's amazing. Really, really great job for you, Michael. That's incredible. So, yes, there are all sorts of sort of tax advantage savings, and I would definitely say to look into that. At Michael A, just my opinion, I'd rather pay down the principal on a home than put the money into a 529, especially if you're at the beginning stages of the home purchase. Yes, interesting, Michael. What is your housing situation like? I kind of agree with Jesus. And that's how I feel. I feel that student loans kind of fall to the bottom of my priority list. They just aren't really huge. I will make my minimums. I will not default. I had defaulted for the longest time because I'm just not into paying them off. I have made significant progress. I paid off my grad school loans. I'm just not in a hurry to pay off my undergrad. I keep hoping they'll be canceled, but just out of, mysteriously canceled. That's not going to happen. But so, and my undergrad institution, I think, is heading fast toward, I don't say dissolution, but I also heard that um, if your undergrad institution is dissolved or goes away or is de-accredited, your student loans are forgiven. It's just not high on my priority list. But yes, things like buying a home and investing are in my priority list. Thanks. How did you know I'm saving for a down payment on a home? Exactly. Yes. Aren't we all saving for a down payment on a home? I mean, aren't we all? Oh, I know I am. Which is actually, I mean, I should say in my head I'm saving, but I've not yet created that emergency fund or that savings bucket for a down payment, which I should probably do quickly. Sooner the better. So that's where I am personally, December 14th, working on my updated spending plan. Actually, I can do that right now-ish. I can do that live with you guys. So I have been playing around with using mint.com for my expenses and budget tracking. CureFans SC. Oh, let me go back. The Retire Mentality. Interesting name. I like it. Buy real estate and wait. Don't wait to buy real estate. Yes, that is good advice. CureFans SC. I'm not in a rush to pay off my student loans, but I definitely want them paid off before I retire. Yes, ideally. I got a very late start on my degree. I'm 47 with 5K and 50K in loans. Yeah, that's a lot. I know. You're not alone, CureFan SC. You are not alone. What's your degree in? Interesting. Curious. Michael, we want to mirror your portfolio. Yes, that was. I mean, I would say that to Courtside Financial. Whatever he did. You say it was 5 times your student loans, 5x your student loans. That's awesome. That's very cool, for sure. Okay, so I am reconciling my December budget mid-month, which fingers crossed, I think it's going to be pretty good here. Digital marketing, yes, Cure Fantasy, digital marketing, very cool. Congrats! I am working in digital marketing now. It is a fun field. Where did you get your degree from? Congrats too on your degree, by the way. It's pretty awesome. We have. Oh, got it. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I had to check in at work. Oh, nice. Courtside Financial invested in Neo stock, started when it was $5. Not advice, just got lucky. Yes. Yes. So Neo, for those of you who don't know, is that the electric car battery? No, they're an electric car. They're an automobile manufacturing. Yes. Yes. New England College of Business. Very exciting. CureFan SC. And with that degree, if you land in the right place at the right time, you'll get it paid off in no time. Yes. So Neo makes next gen smart electric vehicles. So fun fact. Jim Cramer's saying lightning round, he would sell out of Neo soon. So just a tip there. I've not had much luck following tips from people at all. So I actually invested in SOS just recently, and it was a terrible idea. Not terrible idea. Just I lost money recently. So in the last month, I lost money. I still like the idea um, of what they do. They invest in Bitcoin mining rigs, or they make Bitcoin mining rigs, but it just wasn't the time. So I'm just going to hold and wait, hope for the best. But no luck there. I did invest in Bitcoin recently, and that's actually proven okay. That's my index funds again, over and over and over again. A while back and losing too. Yes, yes, the retirement mentality. Yes, I individual stocks are not my friend at this point. I just don't have the time to do the research and kind of plan around for individual stocks. I don't have the time. I'm a very busy girl. Too busy for that. But some people can do it and make a killing at it. Not me right now. But ooh, I have been meaning I will do that also while I'm on the stream to reach out to my friend from the board that I'm on who offered me, I would say, education. He offered me advice. I am all about it. Okay. Where is his email? There it is. Okay. He offered me like a FaceTime with him. I take that. He's married, a couple kids. He's retired. He's, I want to say, probably at least in his 70s. He and his wife spend half the year in Florida. It's just what they do. One day, I'll get there. The retirement mentality. I'm a real estate guy. I decided to buy some stocks and bought all those ARC funds when they were at their high, losing on all of them too. I know. Oh my goodness. Same. I mean, I didn't buy them, but I didn't. I'm glad I didn't. Not my game right now. One day, but not now. Ah, excellent. He invested in REITs, real estate investment trusts. Excellent. He's that's what I would do. So this guy from my board that kind of offered me an internal. Should I go in and say that we have to? No. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's annoying. It's work stuff. No, you shouldn't say that. Don't say that. Yeah. So, oh yes, I was going to respond to him. I'll just have it up, and I'll do it later. But what I am going to do is look at my category spending so far for December. Summary. Anyone is interested. Okay. So far, I'm going to check in on the 14th. I've spent $30 in eating out. That's it. Compared to last month, $644 eating out. What did I eat? What was that on? Let me see. Okay. Let's say mind the budget, because I would imagine that millionaires don't keep track of all the times they eat out. They deduct it from their businesses. It's a business expense. That's what it was. Where did I get us to? Oh, I got us tacos. That's very exciting. I got tacos with friends. That was the eating out. It was a fun evening. So that was my expense. Out no spend. I had 3 no spend days, which is fantastic. Nope, you're not going to do it. Okay. No spend. Yes. Okay. I actually spent $37 eating out. So that's tacos and a soda at the movie theater. Gilbert Torres, what started me on the long road of saving was reading The Richest Man in Babylon. Have you read it? Yes, I have read it. But I read it on like a PDF on my computer. So I was like scrolling down. So I had printed out a copy and was meaning to like read it and highlight and take notes. But I kind of got a little bit the formatting was weird. So I've skimmed it, I should say. And yes, it's what I read was great. You want to make your money work for you. Your money is your employee. They're your employees. Um, cat dancers, kaleidoscope of books and stuff. Yes, Kramer also says the economy is great right now. Depends on who you are. If the economy is great. If you're a seasonal employee, so yes, depends on who you are. Food and dining. Ooh, I had a lot more. Excellent. Okay, so let me do my 12.15. So I'm checking in on my monthly expenses so far. I've only spent $36 eating out. 12.14. So far I've spent $36 in eating out. What else have I spent? $108 for groceries. Okay. So 36 plus 108 because in an effort to simplify my categories for my budgeting, I just combined them all together. Food and eating out. I just make them all food. So 36 plus, what is it? One. Ooh, and I spent some today. So I think I spent a lot today. I spent like $44. Guys, I found cream cheese. So that was exciting. Very exciting. Okay, 12, 14, 21. Groceries was 44. At ShopRite is where I found it. Has anyone else noticed, excuse me, any big sort of supply shortages? I really haven't noticed anything else other than that. When I went to Lidl at like 8:30, I couldn't find any cream cheese. But then I went to ShopRite at 9:50 and it was right there. 188. Okay, perfect. Healthcare, 180. What was that? What did I spend for health? Nice. I went to therapy and I bought a prescription. I picked up a prescription. So health and fitness. Oops. 180, which is more than I budgeted. Plus prescription. That's okay. Household, 140. What did I buy for household? I don't know. Let me look. Household. Oh, house cleaning. Got it. Cool. Retirement's valid. We hadn't had club soda or nacho chips for like 3 months where I live. Oh no. Club soda. Well, seltzer. I live on seltzer. That's like my favorite thing. I just picked up a case today. Saltines are out. Okay, good. Then that's not just me either. Again, when I went to Aldi at when I went to Lidl at 8:30 at night, they were out of saltines. I thought that was just me. Okay, saltines. I love saltines. I do the saltine and butter thing, which I've done my whole life, so it's not a new thing. But apparently it's just going viral on TikTok. So house cleaning, I spent 140. Okay. What else? $50. Oh, I invested $50 in Coinbase. That's a gift to me. I'm putting that in gifts. No spend pending no personal care, transportation, $60 for gas, I think, probably, auto and transport, 60. Let me check, make sure. I think $60 for transport. How are you guys doing on your monthly budgets? How's that going for you? Transportation, gas, yep. Gas is going up, but I live in New Jersey, so our gas is still relatively cheap. So far, I've spent $618. Good job, me. Tell ya. Final. Good job. Okay. Got a long way to go. That was because my credit card balance was getting a little high because I was using my credit card for everything and then paying it off. Yes, I saved $5,000 on a ring. You did you? $5,000 on a ring by not buying from Blue Nile. Okay. So tell me, where did you buy it from, Michael? Never have used a budget on IM50. Okay, Gilbert Torres, good for you. Stay strong. Don't cave. Don't use a budget. Who needs a budget? I actually got a ring too. I didn't. I was given a ring. It was not $5,000. Also did not buy from Blue Nile or James Allen. I was looking at James Allen. But Michael, where did you get your ring? The ring that you purchased. Where did you buy it? You didn't buy it yet. Okay. Where? Oh, you didn't. You saved. That's how you saved the 5,000. Excellent. Good. When are you planning on buying it? Buy it. Buy it. Just do it. Or oh, Morganite is stunning. It is. It is. It is stunning. Yes. Um, so is what's the other one? Yes, Morganite is very nice. Yes. Cat dancer. The main thing I'm having trouble finding is white cat food with gravy. Oh no, this has been going on for months. Yes, I'll have to ask my sister if she's noticed anything either. She Tanzanite. Okay. My sister is in Tennessee and she has 4 cats, and I wonder if she has trouble finding wet cat food with gravy too. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. Oh yes, yes, saltines, right? Yes, saltines. Love saltines. So that explains it. I had to get club crackers the other day, and I don't like them as much. They're delicious, but they're just too heavy. Saltines are like nice and light. You just want a little snack, a little salty. Perfect. They're perfect. So I actually have squash cooking in the oven. It looks like my bed is not made. I'm very like now I'm very self-conscious about this. My bed is actually made. Um, sorry guys. All right. Okay. You can see myself. That's me. There. Okay. So budgeting is on track. Wait, Gilbert Torres, how do you do that? If you've not used a budget and you're 50, what's your net worth like? What tell me your secrets. How are you how are you doing? Are you happy that you're not using a budget? Yes. Books and stuff. The cat food thing is worse because for myself I can just make substitutions. I know you're little kitties. Cat dancer, how many cats do you have? Yeah, my sister thought she'd stop at 1 and now she has 4, and a neighborhood cat that she cares for. So yes, it is harder when it's not for you because you can't just make substitutions. Gilbert Torres, I always pay myself first. Excellent. Yes, this is great advice. The retirement mentality. I did a video on how budgets don't work. I'm not a big budget guy either. Yeah, it depends on what you want your budget to do. So if you want your budget to make you rich, probably not. But if you want your budget to give you a sense of control and visibility into your spending, then they absolutely work. So that is what I what I am doing. Okay, so I'm on the YouTube homepage and it looks like the Millionaire Morning Show is also live. That's Anton Daniels. I follow him. I'm like, dude, he's got 452 people watching. I'm like, I would watch his stream live too. For the retirement mentality, I'm actually looking at your channel now. Okay, Mark Cuban and Johnny Depp own towns, and you can too. Ooh, very exciting. Could buy a whole town. Why the heck not? I mean, sure. Yes, why not buy a town? Okay, guys. So I will have to wrap it up here. Some stuff I still need to do on my lunch break, but it has been delightful chatting with you, and I will do my best. I plan to be on tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern as well. So hopefully I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and yes, have a great rest of the day. Okay, bye guys.